Yo, what's good? This your nigga Young Heck. So right now I'm at work. One of my many jobs that I like to brag about. I like to let motherfuckers know, man, you could get there by working too. You don't gotta be out here risking your freedom, dog, to live a life that you weren't born into, dog. You know what I'm saying? You can fucking work. You don't gotta go to school, bro. I mean, if school's for you, go. But if it ain't for you, it ain't for you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just know how to manage your money properly, man. Come up with a way to have 5 figures in the bank by the time you're 30. You know? No less than 5 figures in the bank by the time you're 30, dog. And if you can do that, then you on the right path, dog. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, not only that, I also wanted to give a special shout out to everybody who been streaming my album on Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, Tidal, and here on YouTube, man. People who've been giving me streams on YouTube. I've been getting those numbers in, man. Those numbers look good, man. Numbers look good. I'm not saying I'm worldwide famous, but for a dude doing it on his own, boy, them numbers look damn good. You feel me? But speaking of music, man, so I heard the QC album. You know what I mean? I dig it. I dig it. I was very proud of Yachty because after his last project, I vouched for him. That I said, I think he one of them dudes who's gonna be around for a while. That's how I felt about him. So he did pretty good. I felt like he held his own. Of course, Quavo just showed that he's in his own class. He's in a class of his own. He's a workhorse. You gotta be a workhorse if you're gonna be a GOAT. That's part of being a GOAT. So he's definitely the workhorse. And it was a lot of tracks, but I'm not mad at it. Right now, it's a lot of dead space, it's a lot of dead air in hip hop. Shoot, man, why not drop some shit? 30 tracks? Why not? You dig me? You got some shit you can come back to and complete later. Like a little project, And shit, man. The people doing the surprise drops with their projects and really the anticipation factors out. Nobody really touring right now. It ain't really no beef in hip hop. Why not, dog? It ain't nothing but space. So I think I would give this, I would give it like an 8 out of 10. I would give a QC project an 8 out of 10, most definitely. Boosie, I won't lie to you. I only played it one time. Now, usually I can judge something off one play. I could give it a grade off one play, I should say. Boo, I don't know if it's favoritism. I don't know. But I fuck with it and I put that shit right up there with the QC project, 8 out of 10. You know what I mean? Very solid. Kept it real classic Boosie, chill entertainment. You know what I mean? Something that, people who been on this shit, we appreciate little projects like that. You know what I mean? Just to see somebody been in the game this long and they can still like make the pen move, you feel me? So like again, I get out of 8 out of 10 as far as Boosie project go. But not with that said, I want to really get into why I got y'all here, and that is to make you think, you know. So at a point in time, I was really digging into like different knowledges and information, and I ended up on the whole flat Earth lituation. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, according to how much my brain was capable of digesting, based on that amount of information, I feel like there's some solidification behind it. I feel like there's a lot of information to support flat Earth. Yada yada yada. Do I think the Earth is flat? No, I think the Earth is round. Can a person convince me that it's flat? Yes, they can. As of now, I'm not convinced, but the door is open. So hey, job done. Job well done by the people who provided the information that I did research. But within this research, I ran across a certain blogger, and one day he made a blog about a particular thing. It made me go, right? Now his blog, of course, was based around trying to prove that the earth was flat. But with all that he was saying, it led to a thought of mine, of my own, about what I want to call the Christmas tree theory, dog. So, he was talking about mushrooms and about the shape of mushrooms and how it has some type of flat earth meaning to it or whatever, symbolism to it. And one of the mushrooms he brought up was called Amanita Muscaria, right? Now, he was going in on these mushrooms. I learned a lot about mushrooms listening to this dude. I learned that, once upon a time, mushrooms were considered animals. And even to today, they're not necessarily considered plants because they breathe oxygen. They breathe oxygen. And yeah, there's a scientific term for it. I'm trying to find it in my brain. Sentient beings. They're sentient beings. That's what it is. So basically meaning they breathe oxygen. So some people consider it a fungus, what have you. But the Amanita muscaria in particular, this mushroom, they're usually red, like a vivid red, and they usually grow on and around pine trees, right? And those mushrooms back in ancient times were sacred. The ancients believed that when you took them, that you would have a quote unquote spiritual awakening and your pineal gland will be open. You feel me? So they say like the side effects were that you would see like flashing lights, almost like how the lights are on a Christmas tree. You know what I mean? So this hallucinogen would of course send you on a trip. And while on this drug, you will come into contact with like some type of sign, to help you along on your spiritual journey. You know what I mean? So these mushrooms, they were very sacred. They would protect their mushrooms. This is according to his history and his folklore. I did some research on the Amanita muscaria mushroom, and a lot of this shit he said matched up. Everything didn't. I didn't find facts and information to back up everything he said about it, but I found a lot on most of the stuff he said about it. Also about these things called fairy rings, where mushrooms, they will naturally grow on these 360-degree fairy rings, and according to folklore, when you stand in the middle, you could have one wish granted to you. You know what I'm saying? And just mushrooms in particular, man, they just have they have a certain stitch to them in history, and they deal with, the spiritual aspect of things. You feel me? I mean, one could just say, yeah, bitch be hallucinating though. You know what I'm saying? But I just was curious. What do you think, dog? I think I ended up concluding that, these mushrooms are kind of like what represents the lights on a Christmas tree. And the Christmas tree represents like the pineal gland because it's shaped like a pine cone. You feel me? According to science, the pineal gland is shaped like a pine cone. And then opening gifts is like when you have your spiritual awakening on these hallucinogens. You know what I'm saying? And it's almost like a metaphor. You feel me? And so, you know what I mean? That's kind of why I ended up with it. Which also makes me wonder, like, is Santa Claus really a drug dealer? You know what I'm saying? Or not? I mean, I read something that, like, the original story came from an ancient shaman. But who knows, dog? You know what I'm saying? It just made me wonder. So, man, I just want to know what you think. Did that make sense to you? Let me know. Drop a comment. Or you can write me on Facebook. You can inbox me on Facebook, whatever. Go check out my Facebook page, Young Hectic, and check out the IG page at Hecky Baby. I'm about to get back to this work. Y'all fuck with me.